Welcome back, guys. Today I'm going to be explaining or teaching people how to get better at the bridge. If you clicked on this video, then you're probably looking to get better at the bridge. Now, I cannot say that these methods will work for everyone, but these are the most popular and some of the what I would think the better methods to improve at the bridge. Please enjoy the video. If you do, like, subscribe, and have a good day. Alright, one of the most popular methods of improving a bridge is playing bridge. This is how I started improving a bridge when I first started, and all I did was play queue and get division titles, and that was about it. This is probably the most popular method, but it's not the best in my opinion. Not only do you not learn a lot from playing the same basic players that don't know much about the game in the first place, but it can get very repetitive, so it's not always the most fun as well. Another popular way of improving is watching better players. So there's a lot of YouTube channels out there that play bridge, and if you watch them, you can pick up tips and things that they do and apply them when you're playing bridge. This is, of course, not perfect for everyone, because not everyone can analyze the same information, but it's how I've started improving before I got into the community, and I think it's a great way to learn new things. Some of the more popular YouTubers are, of course, Cheetah, who has over 100,000 subscribers at this point. Speed Toggled, who is a very fun guy who's growing a lot on YouTube. Some other large ones are Buscuit and Trash Client. All of them have amazing videos that you can go check out, and some even have tutorials on how to play. What's this guy? Bro, I'm only bridge gold. That's okay, bro. Whee. You can combo, that's what matters. Okay, cool. This is my first game on, so I apologize for the pretty terrible gameplay, but best I can do at the moment. Whee. Once you get to a certain point in playing queue, you can't just play queue. You won't improve after a specific point. So, the next best method, or probably the better method, is getting involved in the community, playing against friends and really good players that play bridge. Are great ways to learn how to play bridge. There's also the Bridge Scrims Discord. The Bridge Scrims Discord is, well, a Discord that is a great way to improve because it's full of people that play bridge. And almost 24/7 you can find players that will be willing to duel you in bridge. Within Bridge Scrims, there are several levels to players, so as you improve, you can play against better players. You can find all about that in the Discord. I might even link it in the description if I remember. Getting involved in the community. The Bridge has a great community that I really enjoy, and is full of really good people that are really funny and great to be around. Now, you can't just play Bridge in order to improve at Minecraft. Another great way of improving at just Bridge is playing other game modes like Bed Wars, Sky Wars, or even other duels, Classic, Sumo. These refine your skills, and which can be later implied in Bridge. Bridge is also very repetitive, so it can get kind of boring doing the same thing over and over again, especially in solo Bridge. A lot of people play fours or doubles with friends because it's a lot of fun. You get to talk with friends while playing a game you'll both enjoy. Now, I myself am a why? Okay, Hypixel. I myself am a solo main because I didn't have a lot of friends within the Bridge community till recently, and so I never had anyone to play with, so I would just play solos, and a large portion of my wins are all from solo. Now, I can tell you on methods of improving, but there are also very specific things that you probably need to learn in the Bridge. So I'm going to go ahead and show y'all things such as hippoing, scoring through the sides of a map, and winging. Now, this is Urban, one of my favorite maps, and a lot of people's favorite maps, just because there's pretty much everything you can do on it. The first method I want to explain is a hippo. A hippo is used as a barrier or wall between your opponent and your goal. When you have a hippo, your opponent can't just walk through, and so they either have to mine through the hippo, just like so, or go around and get on top, or go around the sides and score through there. Hippos are not, of course, perfect. The best hippo would, of course, be where there's no holes anywhere and it's perfect. This is not a perfect hippo because it's, what, 6 blocks to mine in? Which, of course, is quite a bit of blocks, but it's not ideal at all. The next thing I want to explain is a wing. A wing is used as a second bridge, because you're given this bridge, but come on, who wants to use only one bridge? The method of winging is essentially building a second bridge. This can be used in a series of methods, but the most popular one is diagonally bridging from your main island. Normally at top limit, you can do it at other limits, but top limit's probably the best because you're the furthest away from your opponent. And your opponent can hit you if they're over there and you're on here. This, of course, is not perfect. You can get bowed off. And PvP on here is very iffy because you won't win it 100% of the time. There's just no way. You can counter some of these things, like making it thicker, so it's harder to bow you off. So if you do get hit, you kind of just go over here. Or improving your bridge fight skill by playing Bed Wars or other things. Now, the wing's main purpose is to go around, so if you don't want to fight your opponent, because say they're better at PvP than you, because you're bad at PvP, and they have already built a hippo. This is a good hippo, not one you want to try to get through. It's thick, and it has got a bunch of stuff. You don't want to mine through that, because that's a lot of blocks to mine through, and they can hit you. Now, being on top of the wing is a really good advantage. You have the height advantage over your opponent, and they cannot hit you. Now, if they drop down, it's pretty simple. You just go on top and look for see where they're going. If they go on top, you can just drop down. If they go down there, if you're fast enough, you can drop down, or you can jump in. Now, wings aren't useful on every single map. Urban is one that it's very useful for because of these side areas that you can go around to get to the goal. On maps like Tundra, where there's only one hole you can go through to get to the goal, a wing, although it is partially useful because it is a second bridge that your opponent then has to counter, otherwise you'll always be up above them. it's not super useful, because in the end of the day, you're always going to have to end up back here, trying to break through the hippo. Now, going back to the hippo subject, different maps, there are tons of different maps within Bridge. Tons of maps have different ways of hippoing. A tundra hippo requires you to put probably several layers, because it is such one whole derogative. You can only go through this one hole, so why wouldn't you protect it the best you can? I apologize, I'm not clicking the fastest right now. Of course, clicking faster allows you to make a hippo faster and bigger, but it is not the only thing that matters when hippoing. Now, a tundra hippo is of course one of the harder hippos to break through, because it requires a lot of mining in, which is the method of mining through a hippo, blocking it off so your opponent can't hit you, and mining into the goal room. This is probably the easiest way to get into a tundra goal. Now, this is not a complete tundra hippo. You would probably fill out the sides a little more and then make it a little thicker, as well as going down here and blocking this whole area up, because if someone bypassing, they can go down here. Which leads us to our next point, which is bypassing. Now, a bypass or a side bridge is used to avoid your opponent by using the bridge that's already built for you. A side bridge is angling, well, technically what it is running against the wall and placing blocks underneath you. Something like this, where you're kind of just clicking and going around. So if your opponent, say, was here, and you didn't want to hit them, you could just go across. Now, this is difficult because they can also race and try to score, but if they go back for you, it can be difficult for them to hit you. Now, the actual method of doing a bypass or side wall bridge, to start off, it's not an easy technique, but how about we start with just a clutch? So, fall down and clutch with one block. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my keystroke so it's a little easier to see what I'm doing. Yeah, so I'm going to be holding down on the right side of the bridge my W and D keys while facing pretty much diagonally to the wall. I'm then going to click, hold down my spacebar in order to keep jumping, and place blocks. Click. On the opposite side of the bridge, you're going to want to hold down the W and A keys and do the exact same thing. If you want to stay at the same level, just don't hold your spacebar or click it every so often, so that way you stay a little lower. If you want to increase in altitude, just keep holding down the spacebar. This does require a specific amount of CPS. Technically you can do it with just holding right click, but it is a little more difficult than just clicking as fast as you can. That is hippoing, bypassing, and winging. If you'd like to see me make a video on how to hippo on all the maps of Bridge, just let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video or if it helped at all, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.